On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
Okay, what did you learn from the last show?
Um, just being honest, I don't think I learned anything. uh, I guess I learned that I don't know. I didn't really learn anything in the last show.
Okay, that's real. Rilla, what did you learn from last show?
I learned that Anton thinks black culture is trash.
You knew that before, really? What?
Yeah, I knew that before. I'm just messing. I'm just trying to lighten it a little bit.
As you guys know, last show was a wild one. It was definitely a wild one. I kind of wanted to carry over this conversation just to highlight a few things so we can bring this to a close. With so much going on through the show, I couldn't help but to think we need work. I kind of want to go over some things. Let's talk about the vision of Lapeef. Let's talk. The vision is for us to have these tough conversations that you wouldn't normally have. I don't care what it is. It's going to get uncomfortable. And I wanted to continue to keep having these conversations. That's the vision. We're not about to point the finger tonight, but it's about holding everyone accountable, including myself. I feel like we all could have done better that last show. I'm going to also talk about the thoughts of it being a black channel. I remember Courtney did an interview with myself, and when she did this interview, she asked me particularly about me being associated, or our channel being associated with the manosphere and red pill community. I told her that I do not subscribe to that. And I often say, as you guys heard before, that the audience chooses us. They choose who we are. We don't choose them. So if the audience wants to put us in that category, that's fine. If they want to make us a black channel, that's fine too. We are fully aware that it's mostly black people on the panel and has been for some time. We are also aware of the people that watch us. It's not only black people. I look at the analytics as well, including Anton, and we often see that it's just not black people. It's about having those tough conversations. And just like I don't want to associate us with being red pill and like the manosphere, I just want to have conversations, no matter the color, no matter the race. I just want to have a platform where we can all come together, where we can learn, grow, and understand one another. A common question that's always asked is, why do we add Amira to the network? For clarification, Amira is added to the network, not the Lapeef Let's Talk show. Things may change, you never know. But she's a part of the network. Why, you may ask? It's because it's a different perspective. And that's what I pay attention to. I pay attention to different elements and seeing where we could bring different flavors to the platform where we can all learn something and grow and understand, as I said before. Amira will get the opportunity to speak on her views this weekend. Her, Anton, and I will be having a live, thinking about possibly Sunday, maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, but just stay tuned for that. But we will have a conversation where we will speak with just Amira. So you guys will get the opportunity to listen to that as well. Wrong is wrong, right? Would you guys say that we shouldn't listen to anybody on the platform that had a child out of wedlock? Should we hold them to the same standard as we hold everyone else when we look back at things that they said, things that they've done, their perspective, their opinions? Should we hold them people to the same standard as well and cancel them? Are we just as hard on ourselves as we are hard on other people with different views and different opinions? The reason why I brought her to this channel is to see, just like everybody else that come on, I'm really concerned about the value that they bring. I don't want to pull the skeletons out of everybody's closet. I'm not saying that they have it, but hypothetically, if they did have skeletons in their closet, what good is it going to do to highlight that on this show when we're trying to push the needle? There's no show on YouTube like this, and probably never will be. You can copy, take notes, imitate, listen, but you can't duplicate this masterpiece. That's why you guys show up now. And that's why you guys are here, because it's different. It's real. It's authentic. It's not scripted. You've heard people say that we don't know who's going to come on the show, what we're going to talk about. I purposely have that because I don't want people preparing. I want to get real answers, real opinions, real perspectives. And again, that's what makes us unique. The purpose of this conversation right here, again, is for us to learn, understand, and grow. I looked at the last episode and I seen a lot that we can pull from it. I don't want to highlight all the negativity. Again, we're not going to point the fingers, but how can we learn and move on from this? I want to start off by asking you guys individually, what did you learn from the last show? I'm going to start with you, Lauren.
What did I learn? Definitely, it's better to listen before responding, right? I think like a lot of people are like, well, Lauren didn't say much, but I was really trying to listen to every perspective, every point of view before I inserted myself. And yeah, that's what I learned is like we listen to respond, not listen to understand. So if we do more listening to understand, I think we could be better, right? So I tried to rewatch the show. I really couldn't get through it, so I can only imagine what it was like to watch it live. But yeah, that's basically my takeaway from last week.
Okay, what did you learn from the last show?
Just being honest, I don't think I learned anything. I mean, I guess I learned that, I don't know. I didn't really learn anything in the last show.
Okay, that's real. Rella, what did you learn from last show?
I learned that Anton thinks black culture is trash.
You knew that before, Rilla. What?
Yeah, I knew that before. I'm just messing. I'm just trying to lighten it a little bit. I'm with Lauren, man. I think I learned, and I've kind of been demonstrating that in the group this week, right? I've been posting some provocative posts just to get the conversation started. And what I learned from last week's show is different types of ways of trying to communicate and get the messaging out, right? These conversations are tough. They're hard to have, very hard to have. But we're having them in real time. And I always say, this is real people having real conversations in real time about real things that matter. And, it just showed me the importance of, being open to listening to different perspectives. And, if we calling somebody out, man, I think that's necessary. I think it's great to hold people accountable. Doesn't matter who it is. But I also wanted to hear last week. I wanted to hear, the parties involved with that. I wanted to hear the responses. So what I learned and what I'm taking in, what I took with me moving this week is just how to have the conversation, how to be better at having that conversation, even if it's tough, even if I don't agree with the other person. Even if I don't like what I thought they said, I at least want to hear them out and hear them explain, where it is that they're coming from. And that's important.